Mitch here with Rod Zawacki here for today's Santa Anita Derby. We're going to do some quick picks here, and then we're going to go over the horses. We're going to do the picks probably right out of the gate, and then we'll come back, go over the field, because it's only 12 minutes before race time. We want to give you guys time to get your bets in. Rod, who are you looking at today?
For me, I'm going to go. I really like the 7. I got to go with the 7 here. The Bob Baffert horse, Authentic. It's raced twice this year and won both races. I think he's the clear-cut favorite here. I'm going to go with the 7. And to come in second, I'm going to go with the other Bob Baffert horse, the number 5, Azul Coast. At right now, he's at 43-1.
So you're just going to go with the 2-horse Exacta?
I'm going to go with the 2-horse Exacta. I'm going 7-5.
All right, I'm going to try and beat this favorite here. I'm going to go with number 6, Honor AP. You got Mike Smith aboard, and that always gives you a puncher's chance in any kind of horse race. He's probably the best jockey of all time. You know, he's definitely in contention up there, and I think you get him in the big races, big time players. Show up in big-time games, and big-time jockeys show up in big-time races. And I believe that's what we have here with Honor AP. I think he's a good horse. I'm going to go, for my second choice, I'm going to go with Shooter Shoot. I think this horse has run pretty well, and certainly a tough horse and a contender. I also like Rushy, the 2-horse, at 8-1. I'm going to throw the 7-horse out. I know Rod likes him a lot. The bettors seem to love him. But I'll tell you what, the bottom half of that breeding, do not like it at 9 furlongs. At one bit. I do not think that this horse has what it takes to go the distance. And I think there's enough in this race to push him. And I do not think he gets it. So I'm going to try and beat him. I'm going to go with a 3-horse Exacta box and Trifecta box. It's going to be the 6-3-2. So let's look at some of these horses as we kind of go down here. And, there's certainly, a case to be made for all of them. It's just when you have these short fields, there's just, it's splitting hairs, and anything can happen.
It is. It's
the thing. The thing about these is that the thing about these ones is that there's not a lot of traffic in this race with only 7 horses. So it's like the conditions are Santa Anita, so it's going to be a beautiful California day, right? So
yep.
We're not going to get any of the variables. Someone's going to have to beat this horse. Is the only way it's going to happen. And so the 1 horse is Friars Road, Giovanni Franco aboard, owned by Mr. and Mrs. William K. Warren, trained by Michael McCarthy. He's 43-1 right now. What do you know about Friars Road?
Well, Friars Road, the last time out, it ran second. Before that, it actually ran against Shooter Shoot, and Shooter Shoot beat it by 3 lengths. So Shooter Shoot's already won up on Friars Road, beaten him once already.
Yeah, I just think
you look at for me, I don't think he's going to be there. I wouldn't take him in even my exotics.
Yeah, I don't have him in my exotics either, but I just think that when you look at Friars Road, he certainly has a puncher's chance as much as any of these other. He ran at Oaklawn Park last time out, came in second with Flavian Pratt aboard. In that one. So second, his other performance. So this is a horse that hasn't won a race. This is a maiden in there. And what a way to break your maiden, but at the Santa Anita Derby. Let's go to the 2-horse, Rushy. This is one that I kind of like here. When we look at Rushy's past performances, last time out, allowance winner at Oaklawn Park. He broke his maiden right here at Santa Anita, running in a maiden special for 55,000. So up against good horses, you know. And then he
Yep.
ran in allowance open company with Mike Smith aboard, and he came in second, but 10 1/4 lanes back, Charlatan, who we saw him in Arkansas,
Yeah.
and all these horses are very glad they're not going to get a piece of him. You know, so I just think Rushy has shown that, you know, if Charlatan's not there, he's better than everybody else, and that's why I really like him here. I also like, you know, gray horses. He's beautiful. You can see him out on the track right now.
So for me, the way I went to instead of doing another exacta, I did the straight exacta with the favorite, and for what I did was for the couple long shots that I think that might come in and win this race, I did a daily double, and this horse here, number 2, I have in that double. I did Rushy double. I went 2, 5 to the 1 and 7 in the next race.
Next up, we've got Shooter Shoot, the 3-horse, coming on a 2-race winning streak. Talamo, you know, rode him the last 2 races, but now it's Abel Cedillo aboard. And certainly,
Who's ridden him before?
Right,
Cedillo's ridden him before.
It's kind of gone back and forth between Talamo and Cedillo. First, Platt rode him his first race. He got smoked, and then they put Talamo aboard. He got beat by 21 3/4. Then they switched to Cedillo, fourth by 6, second by 5 3/4, and now he's coming back with back-to-back wins. Last time, allowance open company, 80,000 non-winners of 1. So, you know, outside of a maiden. So he ran well in that race. He's got to be near the front. I mean, he's absolutely near the front.
This is another horse that if you look 3 races back, there's another horse who came second to Charlatan with Shooter Shoot back on February 16th at Santa Anita at this track. He came second to Charlatan. So he's another horse that's got a punter's chance to be right in there.
Absolutely, and that's why I have him in my box. I think, you know, I think if you look for the favorite to go down, these are the horses that can take them. You know, I just think, you know, to me, I think the 7's either going to win the race going away in Charlatan style, or he's going to get beat badly. This horse is out of Bernardini, is the grandfather, and we know he won the Preakness Stakes. He's the one that beat. Oh boy, the one the horse went down, like that great horse. Oh boy, it'll all come to me. But that was, you know, that was Bernardini was a Preakness winner, and I believe a Belmont winner as well. So this is a horse that certainly has the distance in there. We go to our next horse. We go to the 4, Anneau d'Or. Now, Victor Espinosa's on there, who's no stranger to the winner's circle. But this horse we saw get absolutely wasted.
Yeah.
He ran in against Charlatan again, and
again,
common theme here. You know, it's like this is the race for all the horses that got whooped by Charlatan. As you can see, maybe some people watching the show, a little bit of money coming onto the 6 and a little money coming off of the 7 right now. But he was 10 to 1, almost 11 to 1 in that race, and ran every bit of it. Rod liked Gouverneur Morse. Well, Gouverneur Morse was one of his horses in that one. He just really got smoked at the gate. Third. You know, he just never got out of the gate.
He did, yeah.
Happened. So
yeah, I don't think he's. I don't think this horse is gonna. He ended up 5th against some tough horses, and I think there's some way better horses than him here.
Here you go, Rod, digging the new camera angle. I said the same thing the second I saw it. Rod got a new camera. He found it in a box lying around the house. This is how it happens, man. And you can see he looks so much clearer, right? Instead of looking like he's like Like we brought him in like with the static waves. It's like a crystal clear picture. We only shoot in 1080. We don't do 4K. Most people are watching it on a device about this big or a computer screen. It's not like they're watching it on a 65, 70-inch flat screen or something. So 1080 works great. And 1080 works great on a large flat screen too, right? I mean, what the hell? So it looks good. 720 even looks good. But anyways, we go to the next horse here. Of course, we're ready for UFC. Always ready. We gave out our picks this morning. Rod had four fight parlay, four favorites, but they pays pretty nicely. We'll go to the 5 horse though, Azul Coast. Rod, this is one of the horses that you have in that 2 horse exacta. He's a Baffert horse, but certainly not being bet like a Baffert horse here at 34-1 right now. Umberto Rispoli, not a real well-known name, but owned by Carl Pegram and Michael Pegram and Carl Watson. Pegram, we've seen his horses before. He's got the MP with the red. We've seen Derby winners and major stakes races in that jersey before, and with Bob Baffert training them as well. So you can never really throw out these Pegram horses, that's for sure.
No, I like this. I like this horse. His last race out. He went a mile and eighth, same distance as what we're going now at Golden Gate, and he won that race. Won it by a length and a half. And then the race before that, he actually raced with Authentic, and came second to Authentic in that race. Authentic beat him by almost 8 lengths. So goes to show the second place it could definitely be wide open. But for me, I think horses that train together are gonna they run together. I don't know if they actually do that in training. They don't tell you that, but I think they do.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And sometimes, when 2 horses come out of the same barn, it's the lesser known. And we've seen this with Baffert horses throughout the years, too, where his second horse. And we see it with Pletcher, too, where he'll have 2, 3 horses in, and it's the one that no one's looking at. It's
the one that no one's looking at sneaks in there and gets the win.
Believe me, Michael Pegram has no cheap horses in his portfolio. So you can imagine that this is a pretty solid horse. Yeah, that camera looks way better. We'll have to see if there's some software you can get with that. I think there is a Logitech software. You'll have to find it, and you'll be able to get different angles and, be able to zoom in and out and stuff and everything.
I'll play with it. Yeah, I just found it probably about an hour and a half before the show.
Awesome.
Digging in a box, and I'm like, what the heck is that? I'm like, oh, that's a camera. Sweet.
So my last choice here is Honor AP. And Mike Smith, the board, second in the San Felipe. Loser to Authentic by 2 1/4. He just couldn't get him, he just couldn't beat him. And Mike Smith, the board, he's the only one who's ever ridden this horse. The horse is 2 seconds and a first. And the losses, he lost to Ginobili in a maiden special, broke his maiden, beating some pretty good horses in that race as they're loading into the gate. Real quickly, Authentic now 1-2. Rod, what do we know about Authentic?
It's raced 3 times. It's won 3 times. It hasn't lost. This is a nice horse.
I don't love the bottom side of the breeding here. That's all I gotta say. I don't see 9 furlongs here.
The thing that worries me a little bit is we are changing to a little bit longer distance. And when the last time Honor AP and Authentic did race, Honor AP was coming, so they're going to be that little longer distance. It'll be interesting to see if
your exacta will definitely pay a lot more the other way around. So worth the extra $1 or 2 to box it.
And we're off.
We're running. We're off. Are you? Because we're behind.
Yeah,
I'm watching. Let's see. Let's see if the other channel they're off. Yep, they're off. And so far, it's the 2 who is Rushy out to the front. Now Shooter Shoot has taken the lead, and Authentic now pushing on the outside, being really tested by the 4, Anno D'Or. But on the rail, Shooter Shoot back to the lead in this. As, like we said, Authentic, they are pushing him and keeping him outside, making it a little bit longer run. But he's trying to rush up front. Shooter Shoot not letting him have the lead. Anno D'Or pushing, and the 2 nicely tucked in on the rail. Rushy now coming on the outside, not to lose touch with the leaders. Hard for me to see this, but it looks like the 7 horse. Yeah, so the 7 is in 3rd, and that is the
6 horse. Your 6 horse Honor AP is right there.
Honor AP right in there too. So of the top 5 horses, these are all ours. The one that Rod needs to go though, those 2 horses in the back don't look like they have it. Honor AP looks like he was shot out of a cannon. Coming hard around the outside. He looks like a winner to me. Authentic, falling back. This is over.
This is over, yeah.
Stick a fork in it.
Honor AP is going to win it.
Honor AP, and it's all for second now. It looks like the Gray has a chance here at second. Many of these horses. Authentic just holding on for dear life. Clearly doesn't have the pedigree to hang here. Yeah, going to get second. So it's the 6-7. Very, very chalky. 6-7-2. And the 4, Anno D'Or getting 4th. Rod's 5, last place. Ouch, Bob Baffert.
Dead last,
yeah. But so there you have it. You know, I thought that, I think what we saw there is that we have a horse here in Authentic that is, probably wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for Charlatan, being suspended. And I think that was why he was here. Baffert felt that this was the best horse in his barn. But, this is a horse that we'll see in the shorter races, maybe a Preakness horse even,
This is what I said, a little bit extra distance.
I think when he got pushed up front, right out of the gate, and he didn't get the lead, and he got used up there, and then they pushed him to the outside. We said, it wasn't a big field, but certainly a tactical race there by the guys who were up front. They were like, let's make this guy. We're all gonna go 9 furlongs. He's gonna go 11. It's like that's basically.
And don't let him to the front. Yeah, they didn't let him to the front.
Honor AP
didn't let Authentic get to the lead to go.
Honor AP, to his credit, 5 wide coming around the turn and heading for home.
Oh, yeah.
To take the lead.
Yeah.
The 2 horse appears to be coming at the end, but really, he's gaining on Authentic here. And maybe if the race was a little longer, the two could have got there. But I think he's one to watch. Rushy, the Gray, with Flavian Pratt aboard. I think that, he'll get some points. He'll get some points here, and this should help him out if he wants to run in the Kentucky Derby in the first Saturday in October or something. I don't know when.
October.
It's like I'm so used to the first Saturday in May, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. We don't really do a lot of horses on the show, and we certainly don't cover a lot of live races. But as some of you guys may know about me, I started on the air covering horses. That's I used to be the trackside guy who does the picks at River Downs in Cincinnati. But anyways, Rod, I enjoyed it. I think we should do some more of these. So
because there's some more big races coming up. Yeah, Belmont's coming up.
Yeah, we have a lot of
21st or something.
Yeah. We'll cover 20th. The big races. Maybe we'll just do like Saturday at the races and do like one or the best race of the day or something. We'll do something like that. That was fun though. I enjoyed it. That was fun.
Yeah, it's definitely fun.
We didn't, we certainly didn't cash any tickets, but didn't cost us a lot, and we got the entertainment value out of it. More fun to win. I think the rule of thumb here was take my top choice, put it Rod's top choice. We be cashing. I don't think it would have paid for all the rest of our bets, but I think at least it would have been something. This is what you call.
I would have given you 5 to 1.
You think so? This exactus 5 to 1.
$1 exactor paid $5.
Really?
So it gave you $5. Yeah, wow. 5 to 1 for 6-7.
Wow, a steal. An absolute steal. All right, thanks everyone for joining us. I enjoyed it. Rod, great idea. If anyone else has any ideas for quick shows like this, I love them. It's kind of like my halftime show, right? Like, or
Yeah, like something just pop in,
kind of
do something like this,
pop up. But it's like we got there early enough that people could get their bets in, and we didn't have to stay here all day. I went surfing. I played 36 holes, and here I am.
I'm going 1-7 the next race.
Rod's giving out a 1-7 for the next race. I don't have any picks. I don't have a program in front of me. I didn't cap it, but 1-7 in a Rod's picks for the 9th at Santa Anita.
Yeah, it's Hayward's Beach. Pratt's riding Hayward Beach. It's a Sadler horse. Nice horse there. It's either gonna be this 1 or the 7 here that is gonna win this race. 7 horse is a Jeff Mullins horse.
Honor AP, $640. Pretty good value there. You're right, Rod. The $1 exact of $5. The 50-cent trifecta, cheap $10.20. That's a tough way to make a living.
Oh yeah, that's a huge
$10.20. A 10-cent super paid $6.85. If you box 4 horses in a super, it costs you $2.40. That is a lot of wood to chop for $6.85. You would have profited $4.40 on that thing. That is
that's grinding. Grinding at the horse race.
But you throw them with the race before, and it's a $488 double. There you have it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could have put those two in your double, like the winner of the other one over these two, or even all. It probably still would have won money.
Well, yeah, because the race before that, the horse was 92-1.
But as Rod was saying before we came on the air, a lot of tracks now back up for the summer. So I think, covering horse racing, or at least having, a horse racing show where we do a few picks a day, certainly not out of the question. I'll have time to handicap them the night before, to give out, like, Rod and I could just do 2 or 3 races that we like the best of the day or something.
Of the day, yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, we could, we'll do it like a half hour before the other show or something, like I do with until Spread Knowledge comes back, and then we'll figure it out. All right, thanks everyone for joining us. This was kind of a test, and I call it a success.
Yeah, me too.
Have a great day, everyone.
Enjoy the UFC.
Enjoy the UFC. I wish we could do a show like this for UFC. That would be fun.
That would be cool, yeah.
Well, maybe next time we'll do it. All right, take care, everyone.